Hello, this is Jamie from randomizeuser.com with part 3 of our Let's Play Transport Tycoon 10k challenge. This is where we have to start with enough money to only be able to afford one bus and have to connect up the entire map with every single station that we build with an approval rating of 50% or more. So, last time we connected up 3 towns using trains, got into a bit of a fluster, but eventually I think we've managed to get enough trains going to these different stations to make it feel like a proper network that's making us money. Whilst I've been laying a bit of extra track, I've already got up to over 250,000. I'm getting towards 500,000. So I mean, this line now goes from Huffingly to Tunwood to this awfully laid out thing here at Quornford. But now, extra track going as pretty much straight line as possible, all the way to our final destination at Watfield. A rather nice little station this, not too much of a footprint around the station, and it also will be able to accept valuables if we ever actually manage to get something sorted there. In fact, that Watford Bank, Watfield, let's go to, there it is. Huffingly, does it have a bank there? Ooh, I don't know. There's certainly no bank anywhere near the station. Oh dear, that means I can't transport valuables after all. Oh well, that's not a problem, because to be honest, I mean, that would be a bit of a cash cow, but it won't actually help. Oh, there's one actually. There's one in Tunwood, but again, that's too far from the station. But no, there's no point in doing valuables unless I was really short of cash, because we're trying to connect up every station, not every fucking bank. Well, every town anyway. So the next thing to do is to, when I've got a good trunk line running, where everything's running nice and smooth, you can just about see the trains in the far distance, kind of like in God mode at the moment. All I need to do now is start to connect up all the shittier towns. The big towns are all connected, now I just need to go for the small ones. But I've got to be careful because all these towns are growing and growing and growing, and eventually I might get a problem on my hands where some of the stations are too busy. However, so far, yeah, that one's looking fine. That one's okay over here. Oh, there's a few passengers, but it's still over 50%. I think I'm going to have to start keeping an eye on Watfield, because there's not a huge amount of trains coming to and from this in the moment, but we'll keep on adding to things as we go. So, just need to find a new branch line to build. Okay, I found a likely candidate. This is Huffingly, as usual. Now, very close to Huffingly, there's Gundwood, which is a reasonably large town, which I think could benefit from a train service. I think it'll be just about profitable enough. But at this point, I've got so much money, that's not a huge consideration. I just need to make sure that everything is connected. Now, I don't want the track to go from Gundwood straight to Huffingly, because there's no point, because this station will just get clogged up with a million trains, especially if it's a really frequent one from here. So I'm just going to connect Gundwood up to the trunk line somewhere in the middle, and all the trains will tend to go off to the left to further away stations. So I'm not going to build a major junction. I'm just going to make it so you can't turn right at all, just left. So, just need to connect this up to, it's literally just going to go up there. Oh, actually, the thing about hills is they're bloody annoying, and it slows trains down, so I'm going to flatten the land as much as possible, because that means the trains will go faster, and I'll make more money per year. That's literally going to be a very straightforward junction, so you can turn left there. Also, I need to make it so that the left-hand lane comes back down to Gundwood over here. So, quickly... Oh, hang on, what's going on there? Move the station. Oh, it goes downhill. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. And we can build signals on slopes. So there we go. And that'll probably just go up in the air like that. So I'm going to build a tunnel through there. Perfect. Now I just need to make the track go up in the air. We need to flatten the land a bit more. Go around there. Across there. Oh, this is going to be a horrible, horrible little junction, but never mind. And there we go. Put a few traffic lights on. There we go. Make sure that there's lights on the other side of the station. And there we go. All perfectly connected up. Just need a couple more lights there. And we're sorted. Now trains can run to and from Gundwood. Okay, so I'm building my first train from Gundwood. Now I just need to find a destination. Tunwood, which is here. The ratings are 57%, which ain't great. There's a reasonable amount of passengers. So I might actually send it there. It doesn't seem to be a hugely busy station. I could send it to Quornford, but that ratings are still fairly poor. Or I could send it up to... Ooh, hang on, where is it? Up to here. Yeah. Not really much there. That hasn't really grown very fast. It doesn't really need a train at the moment. So it's going to go to Tunwood. I think that's straightforward enough. Doot, and go. There we go. I probably would need another service going from Gundwood. Otherwise, this station's going to get a very poor rating. But what I think I'll do is build a couple more stations elsewhere and connect those up with Gundwood. Because at the moment, these main stations on the trunk line seem to be fairly well served. I mean, the whole point of the trunk line is to make sure that everything's in as straight a line as possible, you'll notice. So everything can get you can get in from any one point and any other point of the map by using these straight lines. So it makes it as fast as possible, so you make as much money as you can within a bloody week. Look at this! There's 3 trains in a row. That one's going to Huffingly. That one's going to Huffingly. And that one's bloody hell! Yeah, that's not good. That's I know what I'll do. Oh, turn it round. I'm going to take Huffingly out of the thing. I'm going to redirect it to Gundwood instead. So, skip to there. Take out... there. Because there's no point in 3 trains in a row going into Huffingly South. You can timetable trains these days, since God knows what update. But, I don't know, it sounds... when you're doing something like this, that it's just asking for trouble, really, because I'm continuously building my network rather than tweaking and tweaking and tweaking. So let's not get into that. Okay, I'm going to try and find a few more stations to build now. As I keep on building new stations really close to the existing trunk line, I'm coming across this problem more and more, where the townspeople just hate me. Because I've been building all this stuff and altering their land and not providing a service to them, so all the local authorities, I mean this is Chuffing Hill, find me absolutely disgusting and appalling, and rightly so. So I'm desperately trying to plant trees in a way to appease them, but they're not being appeased. So I simply can't build any station at Chuffing Hill, at least not for the time being. I think after a long time they slowly improve their opinion of me. And trees do accelerate that, but I just can't seem to do it. They're staying thinking that I'm appalling. No matter, I'm getting too far away now to think to make a difference. And I don't really want to. If I start trying to plant trees on the farmland, that's going to cost me absolutely loads of money. Although to be honest, now I've got about £1 million. Ugh. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to leave that one for now. Right, my world domination continues. So as well as the trunk stations, now I've got quite a few of these branch line stations which are really near the trunk and have incredibly shitty junctions, some of which cover the entire realm of possibilities of being able to turn both left and right, so there's lots of really complicated track. Other ones are just fairly simple and all you can do is go up the main trunk line, go to the station and then back again. You can't go from this station up to there, but it's so close, who cares? And there's also Fort Hoddingstone down here. And you will notice, where has it gone? Chuffing Hill is now liked me again. After all those appalling ratings I got, all I had to do was rip up all their farmland over here and plant trees, and for some reason they found that acceptable, and I was allowed to build there again. Peasants! Right, so it's 1971, which means I've still got almost 30 years to go. I think I was panicking a lot in the last part because I was doing basic maths wrong and I thought there was only 20-something years to go. But as it turns out, I've come along so quickly in this part that suddenly I'm making money hand over fist. I can't stop making it. I've got £1.5 million. No matter how much track laying I do and new trains I buy, that figure just keeps on going up. So I think from now on I'm not going to have to worry about money. And time limit isn't too bad either. I just need to basically grind away at building all this track to make sure that everything's linked up. Strategy-wise, well, this trunk line isn't going to last forever. If you see it coming down on this map, it's very much a kind of, well, east to west, or however the hell this renders bloody Earth. But let's say that's an east to west trunk line. Now, that's not going to be able to mop up all these stations which are kind of well away from the trunk line. So I have to start inventing new major lines instead of just trying to connect all of them up with these little stupid junctions and hoping for the best. So I think what I'm going to do now is there's a lot of stations down here yet to build. There's a lot of towns, all in a bit of a row. So I'm going to build another trunk line that connects up somewhere around Fort Hoddingstone, or what the hell it's called. There it is. It's going to be a mess trying to connect it up, so it might be best to do it over here somewhere. where there's no other shit. And just kind of like try and build a nice efficient straight line that runs down the map from here down to connect all these stupid little ones. Yeah, I don't really want to build great big stations either, because these are tiny, tiny towns. So what I might do is have lots of stations that aren't so much kind of like ones where you move off the trunk line and go round in a circle and then back onto the trunk line. I'm going to make it so that these are all calling stations, so you have to stop at them. But the service won't be very big. It'll just be like a couple of them shuttling backwards and forwards. And because I need to connect every single station on the map to every other station, I'll have at least one train which actually goes out into the wider world and joins up with the trunk line. So I'm going to start doing that now. You're going to hate this. What I've done is Carham, which is a shithole of a tiny, tiny station, has now got 4 platforms. And to get to it from the trunk line, you have to go through Fort Hoddingstone. You have to go through the station. The trunk line down here, round here, and into here. And you'll be able to get back onto the main road up there, some fuck knows what. The reason why I'm doing this is because of these stations down here. I'm going to have, contrary to what I said earlier, I'm going to have a circle going round from... Hang on, where the hell's the other station? Oh, I've lost the other... Oh, it's Plunway-on-Sea over there, and possibly out to... Oh, there isn't any more. It's going to be a kind of circle of 4 stations here, with the ability at Carham to access the trunk road. It's a bloody mess. I hesitate to see what actually happens. Fort Hoddingstone's going to be a absolute bloody disaster. Right, so I was putting the finishing touches to this loop, and about to build a train, when I've discovered that Carham has an enormous problem. I've made a cock-up, and I'm going to have to explain it, so you can mock me. So I've got a loop from Carham, and this is a one-way thing where there's one loop that goes in one direction, up along here, and you can also go around the loop in this direction. So there's an inner and outer loop that goes round here via Plunway-on-Sea. The sea being there, a long way away. It goes around to Geded, through Plewwood, and then round to Caham. So as well as the loop, you can also escape through Fort Hoddingstone onto the trunk line. And theoretically, everything should be fine, apart from the fact that this is a dreadful mess. Trouble is, with Carham, I've built it so that trains can get to Carham from both directions along the loop. But Carham's a one-way station. You can only go through it from this side, through here, to that side. So any trains coming along this loop, the outer loop here, will get to here and will be fucked. They've got nowhere to go but up there to Fort Hoddingstone, or whatever the hell it's called, and then to the middle of bloody nowhere, and probably Quornford. Fucking Quornford. So, Carham's a disaster and is unusable. Fuck. Oh no. Well, I'm going to have to tweak this before I actually start running trains along here and connect them all up to the wider world. But I'm not doing too badly now, am I? Look at this. If you look at the map, just extend it a bit. The white lines, oh, that's the trunk line, and those are the little additional bits here and there, and there's a loop. So I've connected up probably about half-ish of the town stuff. Oh, yeah, about half, probably even more than half now, actually. So I'm doing incredibly well. So I suspect it's not going to be the time limit that fucks me up here. It's the fact that I'm going to build an entire network, connect all the towns up, but it's going to be lousy. Everyone's going to get mad at me and not want to use my trains. The rating's going to fall below 50% a lot of the times. And yeah, there's going to be bottlenecks, and the network's going to be such a bloody disaster that's what's going to cripple me, not the actual cash situation. So I think I'm going to conclude this part now, and I'm going to fix this Carham situation. Do a bit more connecting, and in the final part we'll actually get the network sorted and look at what I've done wrong and how I can improve things and get my ratings above 50% so I can actually do everything before the year 2000. So I'll see you next time. This has been Randomise User with another disastrous mess. So subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this, and goodbye for now.